What's up, fifth graders? It's Mr. Rindo, and this week's review with Rindo is having you guys find the mean or average of a set of data. So, what I want to quickly do is I want to go through just one problem with you. You guys should have talked about how to find the mean or how to find the average of data before. That's why this would be called this review. But essentially, when you are finding the mean or finding the average of any set of data, you are leveling out the data. And that is the key definition we want to use because it gives us flexibility as to how we want to level it out. So I want to go ahead and go through this problem with you and show you the two different ways that we can level this out and find the mean or find the average. So Mr. Rindo loves playing tennis and has been working to develop a dominating serve. Below, you can see how many aces he has hit in his last 7 tennis matches. And aces, if you're not a tennis player, an ace is a good thing. So you guys can see this table shows that these are the match numbers. Match number 1, match number 2, match number 3. I've played 7 matches. And what you can see how many aces I was able to hit in each of those 7 matches. So the question down here is asking, what is the mean or average number of aces that I have hit over the last 7 matches? So what we need to do is we need to level the data out. We need to take the numbers down here on the bottom, the aces, the number of aces. We need to level them out so that essentially they all become the same number. And the easiest way to do that, in my opinion, there's 2 ways to do that. The easiest way to do that is to start moving the numbers around a little bit. You can see that these numbers aren't that different from each other. And because of that, I can kind of just start moving things around to level these numbers out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with my largest number, and I'm going to take some aces from that one, and I'm going to give to my smallest one. And so right away, what I see is that if I take 3 aces from that 10 and give it to the 4, this 4 will become a 7, and this 10 will also become a 7. And what you can see already is that my numbers, all of my numbers are now closer to being the same. We have a 6 and a 5 and a 7 and an 8 and a 9 and a 7 and a 7. So we're doing better, but we're not done. So I'm now going to go ahead and I'm going to find my next biggest number. My next biggest number now is a 9, and my next smallest number is a 5. And I'm going to take from that 9 and give to that 5. So if I do that, if I take 9, I'm going to go from 9 to 5. And if I take 2 from the 9 and give it to the 5, the 5 is going to become 7. And the 9 is going to become 7. So right now, what am I doing? I'm just moving aces around in an attempt to get all of these numbers to be level or equal to each other. And I think you guys can see that we have a 6, a 7, a 7, an 8, a 7, a 7, and a 7. We got a lot of 7s. 7 is a happy number. So our final step now, guys, I think you probably can see, is that I'm going to take from this 8 and give to this 6. And if I take just one 8 from the 8 and move it over to the 6 becomes a 7, and the 8 becomes a 7. And so now I've done it. I've leveled the data out, and there are 7 aces in every match. So what I could say, I'm going to write the answer in context. I'm going to write that the average is 7 aces per match. That's not how many I get every single match, but when you level the data out, 7 is kind of that number that we end up on. Now, that's one way of leveling the data out, but it's not the only way. So what I'm about to do now is I'm going to erase my beautiful work, and I'm going to show you the other way that you can do it, and this is a way that oftentimes people prefer. If I want to level all of these aces out so that they're the same, what I could do first is I could just add them all together. So if I go ahead and add up the total number of aces over the last 7 matches, I'll do that real quick. 6 plus 5 is 11, plus 4 is 15, plus 8 is 23, plus 9 is 32, plus 7 is 39, plus 10 is 49. So I can write that down here. All together, I have hit 49 aces in the last 7 matches. But remember, guys, that if I just took all those aces and put them together, my goal is to level them back out. So now I got to take all those aces and split them back up equally into the 7 matches. And what I think you guys can see is that if we take 49 and we divide it by 7, each match would still end up with 7 aces. So that is another way that you can take your data and you can level it out. Both of those ways work, but the key thing is to remember is that anytime you are finding the mean or the average of a data set, you are leveling the data out. And you can choose which of those ways you want to do it. And oftentimes it's going to depend on what the numbers are. So I'm going to quickly show you the two problems that I'm going to ask you guys to try on your own, and the answers are provided. So good luck with this. But this one's talking about Mr. Moody. Mr. Moody has been playing volleyball, and in his last 6 matches, he's gotten himself a lot of spikes. The guy's hammering the ball on his opponents, all right? So what we want to do is we want to find the mean or average number of spikes per match that Mr. Moody has been hitting. And then for this problem right here, we have Brooke. She's at the apple orchard with her mother. How sweet. And she's picked apples. She picked how many buckets? 8 buckets. And we want to find the average number of apples per bucket. By the way, on your practice sheet, there's going to be a typo. It's not going to say 8 buckets right here, but it should be 8. And it's not going to say 6 volleyball matches right here, but it should be 6. So I apologize for that, but I just wanted to give you guys that clarifying piece. All right, guys, good luck. And hopefully this isn't too hard for you because I'm hoping this is review. Have fun and enjoy your math.